Alright, hey, what's up, folks? So, I guess I'm going to be doing my first wet shave on video today. I've done about 4 now, so I don't know, I'm still learning. I'm still kind of crappy, but I figured I'd have some fun and do it anyway. But, so, I guess a little background, I'm going to go ahead and put some product in my hair. Got Real Cream, and that'll at least get out of my face so I can perform better. Let's see. That's kind of watery. There we go. It's not the same recipe that it used to be, because I remember I used to use Real Cream when I was in high school, and it seemed like it was, it was still cream, but it seemed like it was a little bit more dense. There we go. I'm not going to spend any time actually fixing it. I just want to get it out of my face. So, there we go. How? Okay, so so a little background on me. I guess I've what I thought was wet shaved basically my entire life. I've never used electric. I've always used. I first started on a track 2. That was the first thing I ever did was track 2. Then I moved up to Mach 3. Now I moved up to the whatever Schick's 4-blade was. I can't remember what that one was called. And then I moved up to a Fusion. I've been using a Fusion ever since that came out, and I've been pretty pleased with the results. But I heard that with a single blade you can get much better results and enjoy a better shave. Now I work overnight. I work graveyard shift at the local television station, so basically I don't start work until 12:30 after midnight, and I usually wake up about 7, 8 o'clock at night. So the plus is I have a lot of time I can dedicate to grooming myself if I so choose. So I figured, you know, what the heck, you know, I got nothing else to do with my time. I'll switch to wet shaving, even though it takes a little bit longer. It'll still be worth it. So I went to the store and I picked up this. It's a the Vanderhagen whatever double-edged razor. I would like to get a 60s Gillette adjustable, but I figured I would use this just to learn, you know, the basics and then go from there. And goals would be to eventually end up using a straight blade, but or a straight razor, whatever. But that's kind of a long way off. I put that in my 2-year goal. But anyway, so I'll go ahead and I guess get started on working up a lather. I had the soap sitting here blooming, so. And I just been doing it in a cup like this. I have some coffee mugs I was gonna use, but actually I like the cup this way, so I'm just gonna keep on doing that. So I wanted to have a discussion today while doing this, since I work at the news station. I get to see a lot of news, I guess. And I just been completely inundated with this political nonsense. And so I just wanted to kind of talk about the facts from the BS, the way I see it anyway. And most notably, I really just wanted to talk about what does Let's Make America Great Again mean. Because there's been a lot of hype on exactly what it means, and there's also been some misrepresentation. Now, to set the record straight, I'm going to be voting for Gary Johnson. Pretty much 95% sure, unless something catastrophic happens between now and November. But that's the guy I pretty much put my claim in for. So my opinion on Donald Trump and my opinion on Hillary Clinton, I'm trying to be a little bit objective because of my stance. But so that's just the background on that. But anyway, so being in the news industry, I've got to hear a lot of opinions, a lot of back and forth, and that kind of thing, and just to hear exactly what they mean and what they're saying. And I have access to the full tapes, the full interviews, whereas people at home, they just have the highlights, the points. Because I have the, at the station, we have the full video that we make the highlights from. But anyway, so Donald Trump, his slogan was, "Let's make America great again." And it seems like some people took offense to that, which I think that's kind of weird, kind of funny. Hillary Clinton, most notably, says we don't need to make America great again. It's already great. Which is fine, but I tend to kind of disagree on that. And I just wanted to explain exactly what why I disagree with that. So first off, most notably, let's make America great again. We have to understand that, in my opinion, America is not where it used to be. Say, for instance, post World War II, most definitely in that era. When families were booming and everybody was living on a single working income. It was just, in my opinion, a much better time back then. Now, nowadays, you have to work like 2 jobs. Just make ends meet. And so there's something that could be done about that, and we can definitely improve on that. Now, does Donald Trump have the recipe for how to fix that? I don't know. But I'm just saying, as far as a point of argument, that's definitely something that can be done. Now, the way my hair grows is the throat, to go with the grain, is down. But now over here, to go with the grain, it's actually across. And same here, I'm actually going the wrong way. Go with the green, it's actually the other way. There we go. Oh, I got myself. I'm still trying to work on it. But anyway, so yeah, that's as far as my opinion, that's something we could definitely be doing. Is first of all, figuring out how to get the working situation figured out. Like most notably, we look at what was one of the stipulations of the Affordable Care Act. One of the stipulations was that pretty much, if the business had more than X amount of employees, the business had to give every full-time employee insurance. And so for the really, really, really small companies, and we're talking about maybe a restaurant that has 20 employees and that's it, they're exempt from that, so they can do their business however they want. But for a normal company, even a chain, say for instance a guy who has 3 restaurants across town, that actually puts him above that level. And so he has to kind of look at how he's running his business. Now the thing is because of that, pretty much all the companies were abandoning full-time employment. and you get a rag. And so pretty much, these companies were saying, well, we can't afford to pay insurance, so now we're going to have to put all of our employees on part-time. Okay, now I can go across the green. So they said we can put all of our employees on part-time. We've actually been the victim of that because pretty much ever since Obamacare went through, my wife was working full-time. She got docked down to part-time, and ever since that point, she's never worked full-time since. She's changed jobs a couple of times, but still, she can't get full-time employment. And that's basically, to me, make America great again. Well, let's make everybody full-time employees again. That was probably the biggest mistake of the Affordable Care Act, was the fact that stipulation was in place. I'm sure that, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. I'm sure they thought that, well, this will mean all the people working full-time will not get insurance. They didn't sit and think that pretty much all the companies who are running people full-time will dock them down to part-time just to get out of it. They didn't think that. Probably. I thought I'd get hair on my face. It's doing absolutely nothing at all. Uh-oh, being a little too rough there. A little too heavy-handed. That's also something I'm still trying to figure out is the pressure. Got myself. There's this spot, and every single time I shave, I've got myself there. And it keeps on scabbing, and I keep on shaving off the scab every time. Yeah, all kinds of whiskers on that one. So now that I shaved, I guess I can compose myself and make some more thoughts. It's kind of hard to talk and shave at the same time. I'm discovering. But yeah, it's much better. So I got some spots in my throat. But yeah, that's basically it. Now, what's another point of making America great again? We're at what, like number, I don't know, 30 something on the list of education. We could definitely be better educated. So why isn't anybody talking about that? And that's the thing. How do we get better educated? My mom, she works in education. She tells me these kids just absolutely could not care less about learning. I mean, that's just basically the last thing on their mind is learning anything. So how do we get our kids to be excited about learning, excited about science, engineering, math? Everybody's excited about computers, which is fine, but there's still some manual sciences and things like that that still need to be addressed. I'm definitely feeling some razor burn on my neck. I think I was a little too heavy-handed there. Okay. Let's see. Feels pretty good. Still my jawline. There we go. That's much better. Okay. So I guess I'll go ahead and clean up again. I really did a number on myself. And still, see, the thing is I've never been one to do daily shaves. I've always been an every other day type of guy. And so since I switched to this, I've been trying to do daily just to try to build more of a tolerance, I guess, if you will. And it's just not good because I just keep on getting my neck all bloody. But oh well. Got my trusty Diptyque pencil. I honestly did not realize this would burn as much as it does. So, what the heck is in this stuff? You know, something like that. Right. So I don't know. I mean, I just basically wanted to kind of talk about that a little bit because you know, I'm editing Hillary's videos and she keeps on saying how we don't need America, make America great again. America already is great again. Well, apparently she hasn't been paying attention to the news because nobody can get full-time employment unless they get a job at a factory or they get a job in an office or in a hospital or teaching. But I mean, just to go down and get a job, you know, say I went out and got a job today, chances are it's just going to be part-time unless you have a specialized skill, which is fine. And also, you know, we are really lacking when it comes to education. Why is nobody talking about that? Why is nobody doing anything about that? We need to find out which country is in the top 5 and do what the heck those countries are doing. Mimic what those countries are doing to make our education system better. So there's a couple of things we could do to improve our situation. You know, when she says make America great again is basically just an excuse for division and hate. She's completely missing the point. Make America great again does not mean to make sure the white is in the kitchen and the blacks are in the back and gays have to do this and that. It's not about that. I mean, it could be about that. You know, there could be people who look at it that way. But ultimately, I think that the main issue for the slogan, Let's Make America Great Again, was just simply Let's make more jobs in America, more full-time jobs in America. Let's make our education better. Let's get everybody on health care, because regardless of which, even though the Affordable Care Act did go in, we're still not 100% when it comes to health care. In fact, there's still a lot of people who don't have insurance. If it wasn't for my job and my full-time insurance, my wife wouldn't have insurance, because yes, she did finally get promoted to a position that is full-time at her job. The thing is the insurance there is like twice the rate of my insurance covering both of us. And so if it wasn't for me getting insurance, we would be probably uninsured because of that. You know, that's I don't know, those are a few points. I mean, there's many more points to discuss, but those are just the main points anyway. I definitely need to get my hair cut. I like my bangs where they're at, I really do, but it's just the rest of the stuff like this. You know, look at that. Definitely needs to be cut. And then I can do a much better pompadour. As far as aftershave, I'm gonna go with the Old Spice Canon. Let's see here. Smell it. Puts in my hair. You know, the styptic pencil really does work really well as far as immediately stopping and clotting the blood flow. I was really surprised the first time I used it. I wasn't expecting those types of results, but I'm really excited about this. We found this at my in-laws' house. They just bought a house, and there were some. It was basically a foreclosure. I don't think it really was a foreclosure, but at any rate, I think the original tenants were evicted because a lot of their belongings were still there, and that was in one of the cabinets for their house. And so I took it, and then I came home and did some research and found out there was an Old Spice decanter from 1973 or 78. So I was really excited about that. I was really stoked that I found Old Spice. But at any rate, I guess I don't have much else to say. Thanks for watching my video. I will definitely be getting some more products, doing some other things. Overall, I think the razor did pretty good. And I can rub pretty much in all directions, and there's a couple spots like I felt like a hair there, but pretty much everything got. So I don't have any complaints at all on the process. I just cleaned the sink and already it's filthy because of hair. Oh well. But yeah, thanks for watching and peace out.